Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video. The Canadiens lose another one, another loss against the Boston Bruins, 3-2 in regulation. Definitely a step in the right direction compared to where we had been in the past two games, but definitely not something that you want to be saying. Anything really is a step in the right direction, especially compared to the way that we played against Dallas. But that's a 3-game losing streak now, so. Our hot start of the season is definitely, a little bit cold now. It just looks like, the general consensus right now is it just looks like everything that the Canadiens are doing is just so difficult for whatever reason. I just feel like definitely early on in the season, it looked like everything kind of came easy for the Canadiens, like everything was going in. I mean, not everything, but like it looked like they were able to find ways to make things work. They were able to, put pucks on net and get them past goalies, and we scored 2 in this game, but we get 30 shots on net, all that kind of stuff. But just everything looked like it took so much effort to make happen, and that just a big difference. I feel like I don't know what it is. Obviously we're playing stronger opponents recently, but it just feels like everything that we're doing right now just takes a ton of effort, and we're just and it's just every time we even get an opportunity, it looks like we just throw the opportunities away. Like I mean, today, more than any other game that we played this season, I feel like we had like so many power play opportunities. It was absolutely insane, and we scored 0 on the power play. We scored more shorthanded goals in this game than we did power play goals. So it's just unreal. I mean, we had so many power play opportunities. We had 2 5-on-3 opportunities that were like more than a minute and a half long. We didn't score on either of those, and we had some other power play opportunities. We had at least 2, I think, like full on, 2-minute 5-on-4 power plays. Didn't get anything going on either of those. I mean, credit to Boston, obviously, like they were able to kill those penalties really well. But I mean, the Canadiens it just looks like when they're on the power play, they're looking for that perfect play. They're always looking for that cross crease pass, or like the tic-tac-toe or whatever. Like they're just looking for that perfect play, and it's just like we don't get any shots on net. We're not like, especially the second 5-on-3 opportunity we had, like we're just passing around the perimeter. Like it's just like we're in practice or something like that. Like we're not attacking, we're not attacking the goaltender. We're not getting pucks on net. We're just kind of playing on the outside. And it's just like it just seems like it takes us so much effort to get these opportunities. And then when we do get these opportunities, we try to be too cute. And just we're like simply just not that team right now. Like, and I think we have the skill to be, but like you have to get pucks on net. Like that's just the way it goes. Like you have to be able to shoot pucks on net. Otherwise, you're not going to score no matter what situation you're in. And I understand wanting to move the puck around a little bit, but there's a difference between moving the puck around on a 5-on-3 and actually getting the penalty killers and the goaltender to move around. It was just really easy for Boston to just kind of stay put in their spots and just make sure that they didn't get anything going. We didn't get anything going like inside. And I think another thing that's interesting is I genuinely don't understand why Slavkovsky is playing on a wing position on the power play. Like I understand like he's got some skill with the puck, but like that's not I don't personally think that Slavkovsky's skill is being a distributor from the outside like that. Like that's Demidov's spot. Like I don't understand why they have 2 guys playing there, and then we have 2 guys playing like below the goal line, and it's just like it's so easy to just like lock up Caulfield or whoever it is that's in that position and just prevent him from getting shots off. It's like we need to put Slavkovsky right out front. He's taller than most players in the NHL. Put him right in front of the goalie, have him tip pucks, and then just feed Cole or whoever, Demidov, and get pucks on net. And Slavkovsky's going to provide that screen, and like we'll get pucks on net. But it just feels like we're just playing on the perimeter. We're not doing anything to challenge the kill of Boston or really anybody that we've been playing recently, and it's just not acceptable. Like we need to be able to switch things around, and it's like we got to switch the positioning, we got to switch the mindset, we got to switch everything. Like even the break in on the power play is just like we are so predictable in the way that we just skate up to the red line and then drop it back to the guy that's behind, and then have them skate up and then try to make another pass, or too often Demidov is trying to go through all 5 or all 4 or 5 guys try to break into the zone. It's like Demidov is one of the guys that could maybe pull that off, but he's not going to be able to do it every time. And like we need to be able to make these passing plays to get into the zone and then shoot the puck on net. Like it's just really frustrating to watch like all of these opportunities go by the wayside. And there's another game too where it's like every time we shoot the puck, it's getting blocked or it's going over the net or it's like missing wide or whatever. And it's like so many opportunities. It's like we could be scoring so many goals if we just put the puck on net, but we just can't find a way to hit the net. Like it's just like you guys practice every day. like you should be able to hit the net, but it doesn't seem like it happens. And it's just it's just a complete turnaround from where this season started to where we are now. It just feels like everything we're doing is taking so much energy, and it just looks like we're so behind it. Like it just takes so much energy for us to get into the zone, and then we just give the puck up. And it's just, I don't know, like it's just frustrating to watch. I know what they're capable of. We saw that through the entirety of October into this month. Like we know that they're capable of playing solid hockey, but it just seems like they're trying way too hard to make things happen. They're trying to make the game way too complicated. They end up turning it over, missing the net, and all of these other things. Like we got 30 shots on net. We could have had like 50 in this game if we had hit all the ones that we missed. And it's like we just got to shoot the puck. We got to find a way to get guys to screen the goaltender and get pucks on net and just grind, just play a simple game. And it just doesn't seem like that's what's happening right now. So it's frustrating, but that's just the way it is. I mean, we lose 3-2. It's a close one. I mean, Jake Evans gets a nice, shorthanded goal there. Definitely a spark that we needed there. And then Cole Caulfield gets a nice one, continues his streak of, Saturday night goals. A nice little backhander there. Suzuki with a good pass. They defeat him that one, but it's too little too late. It's not enough. It's like we got to find a way to get those goals going in, and we need to find a way to, stop pucks and all that kind of stuff. Like it's just nothing's really going our way right now. And it's like, I think we're all past the goalie thing. Like I feel like you could definitely argue that Montembeault could have been a little bit better on some of the ones that went in tonight, but what are you gonna do? I mean, the first one was like he was well outside of his net. He got super sucked in by Pastrnak, but understandable. I mean, watching Pastrnak is kind of hilarious in my opinion. I mean, like, he's a great player, but like when I watch Pastrnak play, it just looks like he's like a beer league player. Like he's like the best player on his beer league team. Like he just, whenever Pasternak's got the puck, like he's doing everything himself. He's dangling, he's doing everything. He's holding it, he's dragging it around, and it's like he's trying to he doesn't trust anybody else on his team to score goals. Like it's all him. And it's like we leave him open too many times too, and it's like that's a problem as well. But I mean, like I definitely understand why Montembeault wanted to sneak over there and to try to block that shot, but he ended up way outside of his net to the point where he put the puck in his own net, because the shot that ended up going in from and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that name, but the Boston player who scored the first goal ended up going off of Montembeault's pad and in, because he was so well outside of his net there, outside of his crease, that like he went over, but it was like he was too far out, so he ended up just directing it into his own net. So that one, you would like to be a little bit better positioning wise, but I can understand like the effect of a player like Pastrnak in a one-timer position there. So I get it. And then Lohrei scores one that's just like goals like that just go in, like they just threw it in front of the net, whatever. It happens. And then the Arvidsson one is just a nice power play opportunity. We gave them enough power plays where, like eventually they're going to score on one. We would have liked to have scored on we scored like multiple goals on the power play, but it didn't happen that way. So I feel like you can't really blame us defensively for the effort there. Like I feel like we did all right there. It's just offensively we just can't find a way to put things in on the power play. We are overthinking everything on the power play, and they're just making everything so much harder than it has to be. Like we're just trying to carry things in, and it just doesn't go the way we want it to. We're giving up pucks in the offensive zone. We're just like everything looks super hard, and we're just not we're not forechecking hard enough. We're not playing I don't know. It seems like it's a mental thing almost. It just seems like we're a little bit like we get down on ourselves after we let in the first goal or something like that. Like we had a great start at the game. We had some great fights to begin this game where, like we were getting excited. It's like, I don't know. It just, we're getting in our own heads. The first goal goes in and suddenly it's just like we're down on ourselves. We're making things too hard and we're not fighting for pucks or anymore. And it's like, I don't know. It's a frustrating one. Like I don't really have any answers for you on this one, but you got to keep fighting. You got to keep finding a way to put pucks on net, put pucks in, make our power play actually functional. And it's like I don't think that we should change necessarily like the personnel that we've got on the power play. It's just like we need to change the mindset of it. And it's like I understand that like Demidov is very skilled at finding those open seams, but like when teams get the memo that hey, Demidov can make that cross crease pass and he likes to do it, people are they're gonna close that up, and suddenly we need to find another way. And so I'd like to see Demidov even shoot the puck a little bit more than he has been, and all that kind of stuff. Like just finding ways to get pucks on net that aren't just Cole Caulfield or Nick Suzuki like trying to make that pass work or whatever. And so even if it does work, it feels like we miss every time we shoot the puck. So it's just like I don't know. We need to find a way to get pucks on net and actually have them go in and put ourselves in scoring positions. Like we did well to draw a lot of penalties. That was great, but the penalties don't mean anything if we're just going to play puck passing along the perimeter and just not get any shots off or like miss the net or get them blocked or whatever. And it's just not working right now. I feel like we need to have an intervention of sorts. Martin St. Louis needs to talk to his guys and be like, hey, we gotta start back at square one. Like we gotta find a way to regroup here. The next game is on Monday. Another a winnable game here. I mean, obviously. The Knights was a winnable game as well. Like we had plenty of opportunities to take the win from the Boston Bruins there, but we just couldn't do it. But now we've got a team, they're just slightly over 500. Like we're in a good position where we can win this game. We got to find a way to get back to the way that we've been playing, because the way that we're playing these last few games, especially like being at home too, like it's really disappointing to drop 3 games in a row at home. Like just not what we'd like to see, and scoring 3 goals total in those 3 games, like it's just you got to be better than that. And I think that this is hopefully going to be a wake-up call. I think Martin St. Louis needs to do his part to make sure that the guys are reloaded a little bit. I mean, like we got to find a way to shake things up or do whatever, reset, all that kind of stuff, just mentally just reset, go back to the way that we were before, or just kind of just shake these off and learn from them, all that kind of stuff. But we got to find a way to put pucks on the net. And defensively, I'm not super upset that we were the way we've been playing. I mean, obviously, the past 2 games previous to this, we let in some not so great ones, but even this game wasn't ideal in terms of the goals that we let in and all that kind of stuff. But we got to find a way to play offense. I mean, if we play offense the way that we should, we capitalize on our offensive, chances on the power play and on 5-on-5, then we win this game and it's not close. I mean, like even if we say like we score on both 5-on-3s, that's 2 goals right there. That puts us, in the lead, 4-3. And then there was definitely a few chances. Slavkovsky had a chance on the power play later in the game in the 3rd period where Dobson kind of shot one and went wide and then kind of ricocheted back towards Slav, and he had a wide open net, but then he I think he ended up putting it like off the side of the net or something like that. Just didn't quite find a way to put that in. And I mean, that'll happen, but it's like, like those things add up, like all these other chances that we get that we miss the net or it goes wide or whatever. And we like so many other chances too, where we're trying to make the next play. And it's like, there's no next play. The play is to shoot the puck. And it's just that we can't seem to find a way to actually do that. We got to find a way to just like change our mindset to just be like, let's get pucks on net. Like we don't always need to find, the next pass and be fancy and all that kind of stuff. We just need to shoot. And so we'll see what happens here. We got a winnable game, absolutely a winnable game coming up against the Blue Jackets. I mean, they're not a terrible team by any means, but they're definitely not the same kind of team that we've been playing the past couple days. So a winnable game. Just get back to our roots. That's all there really is to it. We got to get back to our roots. We've got our guys who can score, but we got to put ourselves in positions to get pucks on net and put them in. Like, we got to put ourselves in positions to get offense and actually capitalize, because that's our problem. We haven't been able to put ourselves in offensive positions, and then when we do, we can't capitalize on them. So we need to change that. Defensively, I feel like we're doing all right. It's just our offense. We got to find a way to get offense, get pucks on net, all that stuff. So that's all I got for you guys for this one. A disappointing, stretch of games at the end of that homestand there, but it's on to the Blue Jackets. We're on the road again, so we need somebody to step up and start generating some offense, start putting pucks on net, and burying some goals. That's all I got for you guys today. So I will see you guys in the next video on Monday.